Good morning. It's almost 8 o'clock. I've had breakfast, just finishing my coffee. It's very foggy this morning. The whole lake is shrouded in fog, and the wind is picking up, so it's starting to blow in here. It's really pretty. Got pretty hot last night, so I ended up taking off my puffy and even took off my socks, so that was kind of nice. I woke up at about 3:30 and just was listening to the wind in the trees. It was so peaceful. But then I made the mistake of starting to think about things at home, and then I couldn't go back to sleep for quite a while. But just kind of moving slow this morning, stretching my legs back out. They were pretty cramped up this morning, especially my calves. So, yeah, I'm going to finish my coffee and then load up my pack, take down the tent, and hit the trail. Alright, I'm finally all packed up. Completely just after 8:30, so a little off schedule. I have my own schedule, so it doesn't really matter. I just want to take one last look at the lake. It's covered in fog. I'll show you that. It's beautiful. Look at that. Try not to fall in the water. But yeah, look at it. You can't even see anything. Completely misty. Walking around in the woods right now, I feel like an episode of Outlander where they're like in the mist, and if I touch a certain tree or rock, I'll just get sucked into the past. So I'm loaded up. I have decided to just keep my smart wool pants on and my long sleeve shirt. I have no idea what the forecast is supposed to be. It was originally supposed to be clear and warm today, but obviously that could have changed because originally tomorrow, Sunday, was supposed to be cool and completely thunderstorms all throughout the day. So maybe that moved to today. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. So I'm trying something a little different today. I loosened up these straps and then pulling this tighter. It feels better, but we will see. Just made it to the Lily Pond cabin. The people that were obviously here before have already gone. It's all locked up and shuttered and everything, so I'm just going to take a little break here. It's about 10 o'clock. I'm starving already. And I wanted to stop here because this is like my number one favorite spot in the whole park. Not that I've been everywhere in the whole park yet, but such super great memories coming here as a kid. My mom and I used to always come here. My sister and I came here quite a few years ago already. So just tons of good memories at this place. My parents would take me, first it was just me and my mom when she was single, and then later on she and my stepdad before they had more kids. And my cousins, at least one of my cousins came here with me when I was little. So I'll show you the bridge and everything. So this is the cabin. It's all shuttered up right now, but if I remember right, it was a 4-bunk or 2-bunk, so 4 people. Never quite remember how to say that. I think that'd be 4-bunk, right? The outhouse is back there, and you get this whole, well, it's called a pond, but it's the size of a lake. That's the Lily Pond. And you have use of a canoe and the boat. I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be a spring. You'd get your water over there. I don't know if they tell anybody that anymore. I don't know. I remember being little and paddling across to get our water. I never knew about like filters and stuff when I was little. Somewhere over there used to be like a marker, but I don't see it now, so maybe they're not telling people about it. And then we used to fish over here, and I remember we'd catch lots of chubs, so it's pretty deep here. And obviously there's a beaver dam across it right now, so it's actually a lot deeper than I remember. The beavers have been busy, and yeah, I don't know if swim in here, but it looks kind of dark. But the lilies are starting, hence the name, the lily pond. So, oh, good memories. Oh, there's such a nice breeze too. So I think I'm gonna have a little snack here. And maybe actually use the outhouse since nobody's here. Actually, use real toilet paper. Also, kind of fun. This is like the original door that's been here forever. Super heavy. Lots of people have carved their names. Looks like somebody in 1981, and my uncle's name here. Look at this person, was 1950, so that would have been way back, I don't know, 70s? I don't even know, I'll have to ask him, but it's fun to come and see his name on the door. He doesn't like when I point it out probably, but it's just a fun little bit of history to come and see, and I love that they still have the same original door here. And wow, this huge tree fell at some point. There's carvings on it, so probably it's been a while, but or maybe they cut it. I don't know. I can't tell if they cut it or if it just fell, but wow. Look at right in between these two trees. If somebody did cut it, they did a good job, but it's blocking the outhouse. All that excitement over nothing. There wasn't even any toilet paper left in there. Well, it's about 11:30. I've now come 4.5 miles from Mirror Lake and 7 miles to Lake Superior. I think my campsite's half a mile past when we get to Lake Superior. So, I feel like I'm making good time. A little slower than I meant to, but I did take that bit of a break at the Lily Pond cabin. The breeze is finally picking up. That was a lot. This last bit here was a lot of downhill, and my feet are really feeling it. Feet and ankles. I think next purchase is going to be some insoles. I love these shoes. I have Lone Peak Ultras 4s, I believe, which is a zero drop shoe, which means there's no heel incline on them, which I go barefoot or just in sandals all the time normally, so I'm used to being more flat-footed, I guess. I do have a pretty high arch though, so I think a bit of an insole would be helpful. So, I'm going to go a little bit further. I think there's some falls up ahead. I'm going to check exactly how far, and then I'll take a lunch break there. Made it to Greenstone Falls. At least I think this is the actual falls here. There's no signage so far, but yeah, 5 miles. Woohoo! I'm going to find a good spot to sit and have a lunch. So this is actually Greenstone Falls. It was a little bit further down. It's beautiful. Perfect little lunch spot. It's good to get my shoes off. Looks like I got a little blister right there. So that sucks. Lunch is a tuna packet inside of a tortilla. Wow, that's cold. That was as long as it took for my feet to go numb. Feels good though. A little bit creepy through here. Picture like an owl coming out of that hole right there. I'm getting away from the river now. I can still hear it. No, I'm not scared at all. It's just a different feel through this forest right here. Parts of the other forest were kind of light and airy, and this one's just a lot more somber. Ooh, looks like that's fairly recent. That's a big tree. Huh. Looks like it's... Oh yeah, something was eaten on the inside. Ants or something. I was gonna say it's pretty healthy, but it's not. We made it to Trappers Falls. About 2.5 miles to my campsite now. Nice little spot. I just made it to my campsite for the night. It just started raining. The waves on the lake are insane. I am so dead. It's 4 o'clock. My goal was to be here by 5. My goal was to leave by 8 and be here by 5, and I left by 20 to 9, and I'm here by 4. But that last couple miles, I was limping the whole way. My ankles are done. I almost could cry. I haven't pushed myself through that much pain since the birth of my first child, which I did without drugs, by the way. That was really bad. I feel like I was so confident, and then my ankles just stopped cooperating. So don't do that trail without ankle support. And my shoulders, holy moly. Oh, I can't even stand up yet. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. It is 4, so I don't know, this wind is insane. I don't even know, I haven't even looked at the water yet to see if I can get down there to soak my feet. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to see, because I've got a good 10 miles back up tomorrow, and as of right now I'm not gonna make it, so I'll reevaluate in a little while. Alright, got my tent up. Pretty much the only good spot. If there's not a bunch of rocks and things, it's a nice flat spot. I mean, there doesn't seem to be any questionable trees, but there's high winds right now. So, I mean, and we're on sand, so I mean, any of them could go over, but I feel okay. Cold now because I'm damp from the rain and from sweat. So now first thing I gotta do is get my warm clothes on. I have 3 blisters. I'll show you in case you wanted to see them, I'm sure. So I got these lovely blisters. My poor toenails. Yeah, little blisters there, and then I have that weird one there. I think that's it so far. Oh, it feels good to get my shoes off. My back is killing me. Yeah, I might have overextended myself a little bit. I don't know if you can hear, but it's raining pretty good now. Hobbled over to the creek and got a bunch of water. Got all my warm clothes on. So thankful for my stove right now, because I just put it under my rain fly, making sure there's proper ventilation and making sure my tent isn't gonna catch on fire. But what would I do without it? A hot meal is gonna taste so good tonight. So this is not at all how I pictured tonight going. Tonight was gonna be like my favorite night, because I was going to be camping on Lake Superior. There was going to be a beautiful sunset. I saved half of my Pinot Grigio, and I was going to do like a fire and a cacao ceremony, and like kind of like in honor of my grandma that just passed away last week. So yeah, that's okay. Plans change. I love the sound of the waves, so I can enjoy that. I also love the sound of rain on the tent, so I can also enjoy that, and I can still enjoy my 1-ish glass of wine and lasagna. And you know what? I'm so thankful that I got in here just as the rain was starting, so I'm not worrying about like hypothermia. Nice and cozy in here, actually, so it's still going to be a good night, and hopefully after 12, 13 hours of rest, my body will recuperate. I'm going to keep doing stretches and trying to like massage my calves and things like that, and just I think I have some ibuprofen I can take too, so I'm just going to do the best I can tomorrow, and not sure what trail I'm going to take yet. Original plan was to go back up the Big Carp River trail, but that's going to be a lot of elevation going back up to Lake of the Clouds where my vehicle is, or the other option is I can stay down here and do the Lake Superior Trail, which is along the shore. So I assume it's just pretty flat, but it's going to be mucky, especially after the rain, which right now I think I'd rather deal with mud and wet feet rather than all the elevation with these ankles. The only problem is my vehicle is up at the top of Lake of the Clouds, so I'll pop out down here and then I have the long road walk back up, but maybe I can leave my backpack down at the ranger station, leave that there, and then walk up and then pick it back up on the way down. I think right now that's my plan. Could change, we'll see. Bad news, I'm getting some water pooling up right there, so might have to try to, I don't know, get a rope and pull the side away a little bit. I mean, it's away, it's just, and then this side too, doing the same thing over there. And then I think this zipper on this side is leaking because I'm getting some water coming down here, collecting in my cup. The other side's great, so I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Alright, here we go. Going out into the storm. I'm going to bring my handy dandy trowel and maybe make a trench. I don't know. I got to figure something out. Crikey! I don't know why I'm doing that. Gotta have some humor in the situation. Oh, I got mud all over my face. Well, that was actually kind of fun. It reminded me of the days of when I had my sled dogs and I'd go out and make little trenches to keep the water out of their areas. So I just went around and stretched everything as tight as I could, the rain fly, and then dug out little holes and trenches to try to keep the water, like wherever the water was dripping. The rain has died down now, so that helped. It was actually kind of fun to go out there in my rain clothes. The waves are amazing. It'd be kind of cool if it stops raining and then I can open my window so I can actually see the waves. I wish I knew the forecast. I don't know if it's supposed to keep on or stop or a thunderstorm like originally called for tomorrow. I don't know. Oh well, we'll just see. Oh, so I just laid down for a little while to stretch up my back. I fell asleep for a little bit. I don't know, like a half an hour or something. The rain has stopped. It doesn't seem windy. There's no wind. Like the tent is not moving at all, but the waves still sound insane out there, so I'm not sure what's going on. So I guess now, since there's no rain, now is a good time to actually show you the campsite, because who knows what it's going to be like tomorrow. A little bit of wind would have been okay to kind of dry the tent off a little bit, but it's so dirty. It's going to be so messy tomorrow packing up this tent. It's just coated in sand all along the edges. Yuck. It's probably a good thing tomorrow's the last day, because it's just going to be messy. Everything's damp. I'm damp. Stinky. It's weird, like I can actually feel the muscles right here on my shoulder, just like a huge bump there on both sides. Oh, it's super sore. I can find like going back, but when I bring my shoulders forward, oh, does it kill. So anyway, I'll show you the campground now. Now the sun is poking through the clouds. It's beautiful. Look at that. Oh. Sorry for the wobbly camera. I am hobbling around. My ankles need to loosen up. It's gonna go down behind those clouds, but at least I got to see it, a little bit of it. Beautiful. Here's my campsite. This is LS6. So far this is the best one on the lake that I saw in my whole walk this far. The rest were closer to the trail or not as private. I think I really lucked out with this one. This is the original one that I booked, I think back in, end of February for today. Excuse me, so I had scoped it out and saw that it looked like it was pretty private. There's a little stream that comes through here. It's not flowing super lots right now, but that's actually where I got my water earlier. There would be a glorious fire pit right here if we were able to have one. There's this huge, somebody made this huge wind block there. I mean, you wouldn't be able to see the sun, but at night, you know, it'd be amazing. You could sit there, the heat would radiate off all the rocks. Somebody left a grate here. There's a little path down to the stream over there. Look at all these cute ferns. And then the lake is there. Look at, someone made little seats over here. It's so cute. I think it would have been the most amazing fire, but I'll have to come back. And there's actually a nice grassy area, which is one of the first I've seen. There's the bear pole, which is a little concerning that it's so bent. I don't know what would have bent it like that. I don't know if somebody was like trying to swing on it or what, because not just leaning, it's bent. And then there's this thing, which I thought was a toilet. I was like, that's a really sketchy looking toilet, but I don't know. It used to say something, obviously, and there's like one piece of garbage in it, so maybe it's garbage, but none of the other places had garbages, so I don't really know. And the shoreline is very rocky, which isn't the best, but you can find some nice rocks out here. Look at the waves. Woo! Majestic Lady Superior. Look at that big one. It's gonna be so fun swimming right now. It's actually kind of warm, but I'm not about to get wet again. It's beautiful.